Hi everyone, it's Friday, 10th of November, 26 minutes to midday here in Australia. Here's my latest video blog. Now I've been getting a lot of emails from different people. Some people have been listening to and watching my videos about doing some reviews on different ICOs. I've always been very, I suppose, upfront about making sure that people understand that when I do a video, I'm only going to support particular entities that I believe in regards to the fundamentals and or the concept. So I'm a very, I suppose, very strongly endorsing and enforcing and trying to encourage decentralized programs and platforms and directions and initiatives, especially in this blockchain space, because I think if we're not focusing on these free market opportunities, then we're going to always fall back into the centralization. And I think that's part of human nature. I think there's always this centralization protocol going on, and it's sort of the Pareto principle, and we've got to maintain a focus on providing opportunities where I think that it allows humanity to progress in a very free way and be able to express itself. And the next one I wanted to cover was LiveTree ADEPT. Now I was going to do an ICO video on ADEX, which was supporting, I suppose, freelance advertising and independent advertising, and trying to move away from the YouTubes and the Facebooks where you see a lot of the, the Googles, and I think there's a lot of control on what we're being shown and what's driving a driving influence in regards to the marketing. And I think a lot of the truthers and I think some of the alternative media are being restricted. Now, we've got to say that the same thing's happening in music industry. We've got to say the same thing's happening in film, art. If anyone's been watching what's been happening in Hollywood, and there's a lot of stuff, unsettling stuff coming forward, and even if you do watch the movies and things that are coming out, they're pretty crap in the sense that we're not really seeing the inspiring stories and the inspiring artists, whether that's a director or an actor or a story writer. It's just not coming forward, and it's frustrating for me to watch, and I sort of feel helpless watching it from here because I don't really have any way of changing it. But that's where things like LiveTree and these other particular platforms and blockchain are coming forward. Now, what LiveTree is focusing on, I suppose, the film industry or the entertainment industry, in the sense that it's going to connect independent artists from all different scopes into connecting via contracts with trusted partners who can allow and support the development of these projects and ideas and stories, and we can see more independent artists come forward and actually manifest their goals. And so Ashley Turing, and I'm going to play a couple of videos. I've got a whole heap of tabs open, and I've got a couple of notes that I just want to cover. And again, this is not a video about, buy, you've got to get into LiveTree and buy in the ICO. It's not that. It's just a video about showing you and explaining the little pesky fly in here. It's always the way, isn't it? Right in the middle of my video. If it comes closer, I'm going to get him. But yeah, it's not a video about enforcing you to or encouraging you to go and spend your money in it. It's a information video. Whether you get into the ICO or wait 6 months or maybe not even invest in this is purely up to you. And that's the wonderful thing about making choices. So first thing is, Ashley Turing, little part of the website. If you go to secure.livetree.com, the entertainment world is changing. Fans share content and want to connect directly with the people on and behind the screen. We are reimagining the entertainment business. We are reimagining the entertainment business. He repeats it there. Okay, so that's just the little start. There's a couple of videos, and I'm going to play one of the videos for you. There is another video. It's a little bit longer and a little bit slower, so I'll let you do that. But here's the first video. Now I'm going to press play. Sit back and just watch this. It's a little bit of a narrative from Ashley as well.
I've been waiting 2 years for this moment, and having established a successful business in film, TV and content, it's not every day you get the chance to reimagine the entire film, TV and content industry. What the platform does is simplifies the process of content creation, distribution, of funding, to remove those sometimes costly and complex contracts, and to develop a market-driven approach that removes the monopolies and replaces it with you being able to connect directly with those content creators. It gives you the ability to own what you watch and for you to decide what goes on.
The platform uses the blockchain. The blockchain is the ideal technology for this platform. One of the more powerful things about blockchain is that it allows you to set up contracts, peer-to-peer contracts between people. This is perfect for the new platform where we can set up contracts between all of the people involved in a new creative project, such as a film. So the directors, the actors, all of the people down the chain that would be involved from the very outset can be set in contract using the blockchain.
We recognise the industry is not going to change overnight, so we've been working with industry partners to develop the concepts behind the platform, and we'll be working with them to roll out the platform as we develop it.
So it's been a really exciting couple of years working with LiveTree. LiveTree is a really unique prospect in that it's a brilliant way to not only enable filmmakers to make the content that they want to make, but it's going to be able to match content with audiences and what they want to actually see. So yeah, it's really exciting.
We created this new digital token called Seed, which is in line with the imagery of LiveTree. And what's really exciting about it is it's effectively your stake within the $500 billion film, TV and content industry.
The platform will be entirely open source, and we've created a seed incentivization scheme that will hopefully encourage developers to get involved with the project and to add to the project and to develop it as it goes on.
In order to get the project funded and to get it launched, we're going to be raising some funds. And this is really your opportunity to get involved in this. And using Seed, we hope to reimagine the entire creative economy. So it's your way to really buy into a new way of developing TV and film content.
So I think the message, the vision is pretty good. I've been in the music industry, and I know that it can be really tough. I think anyone that is an artist of any degree, whether that's sound arts or any other visual arts, you'll know that it's not easy to be able to express yourself. And I think when you are a creative person, we want avenues and we want people to actually experience our stories, whether that's music or visual, and be able to express ourselves. And things like this, it sort of excite me because it allows that opportunity for individuals to get involved and in a seamless way. And we know that blockchain is going to be able to send data very, very quickly. And if we can, the wonderful part of the internet is that we can actually communicate more freely. And if this is going to bring peers in the industry together, especially I wouldn't say amateurs, but the minnows, the people who don't have the connections to actually express themselves, I think this has got a great potential. Now, Ashley's has been quite open there in the video that he's a real man. It's always good to see some of the real people behind the scenes, and you can do some research here. They've got LinkedIn. You can go and have a little look at what they're all about. I'm not going to go and do that for you. It's just a matter of jumping on the website here and just working your way down. Now, there is a second video which I did open, but I'm not going to show it to you only because I'm not going to sit here and just play videos for you. Now, with anything, I always show due diligence when I invest. I admit I have bought into some ICOs. Some of those ICOs have dropped back a little bit, and I've been able to buy and improve my average. I think the energy is sort of going out of ICOs. I think people are getting a little bit smarter. I think with some of these, there's no doubt if you believe in the concept, you're investing in the idea, and I sort of get that. If you don't want to invest in the initial ICO, then so be it. Maybe in a year's time, this is something that you want to get involved with. So just be mindful about doing the study necessary to make the right decision for yourself. Now, I always go to the white paper Now again, this is quite an in-depth document about how it's all working from the distribution through to the consumer, and when you see stuff like this, you sort of get a greater grasp of the vision and understand how it's all going to work. And it does actually go through the live seed here and tell you how the incentives and the fees and those type of things throughout the year, and what your contribution is going to obtain. Now I'm not going to go through that. I'm going to probably do a separate video on that. But what I did have is a little section here highlighted. The networked economy empowers content creators by enabling them to connect and form new communities to help bring projects to fruition. The interaction between branches, consumers, suppliers, distributors, non-profit organisations and influencers and backers creates sustainable, mutually rewarding scenarios that financially motivate everyone involved to help make the project a success by increasing its popularity. Branches, backers and creators are bound by smart contracts implemented by the Ethereum blockchain platform, which are decentralised and completely transparent. In addition, smart contracts which can be negotiated between individuals, companies and groups, remove legal overheads, lower barriers to entry and open the door to new forms of collaboration, funding and distribution. And I think that's the great thing about these type of platforms. It is bringing the normal person, the creative person, without restriction into the industry in a great seamless way. So that was the exciting thing. Get onto the white paper and have a look. I will be doing probably another, like I said, another video where I'll pull out some key aspects in regards to the token and how it works. Yeah, definitely get onto the website, have a look at the people involved. I always say go onto LinkedIn, go and watch the videos, absorb. I've just joined the LiveTree Telegram group. I always like to stay in touch with those, so I suggest you do that as well. Now, I've opened up another little spreadsheet here which I found, which is the token allocation. A lot of people look at these opportunities not just as in regards to the actual concept, which I think is great. It's actually an investment opportunity. Now, again, this is up to you to work out, is this right for me? Do I want to enter straight away, or will I wait till it hits an exchange, or do I wait a couple of years for them to manifest and create the platform that they're talking about, or the product? So in regards to the actual token, it's called a seed. SED is going to be the symbol. Now, in the pre-sale, you're going to get double your token. So you'll get 2,000 SED or seeds per ETH. In the main sale, it'll be 1,000 per ETH in regards to the ratio. Now, there's only going to be 10 million. There's going to be a sale cap of 10 million tokens with a maximum sale cap of 205 million. Maximum pre-sale cap is going to be 35 million. Now, I'll do a little bit of research on what that means. The pre-sale cap is probably going to be at some stage, and I thought the pre-sale starts on the 1st of December and ends on the 8th of December, which is coming up. So you've got about a month to do some research on this at the time of filming, which is the 10th of November. So there's a little bit of information there, and this is also available on the website under the tabs at the top if you want to have a little look at where they're allocating it. And I like this type of stuff. I'm into spreadsheets and things and seeing the numbers, and I think Spectre did something very similar as well. So that was something that I don't know, builds confidence. You actually get a little bit of transparency, and it shows due diligence from the company and from the people involved. Now, in regards to the pre-sale, they've got another little tab here. If it's something that you are going to invest in, again, you've got to show due diligence, which does start on the 1st of December. You've got different tiers. You've got 20 different tiers, and there's going to be basically a percentage or a bonus percentage based on your contribution. So there's going to be, and I'm not going to run through the tab here, but for an example, there's a tier 0, you get 2,000 SEDs for 1 ETH. So pretty much 1 ETH is going to be the bottom or low tier, and there's no real bonus percentage except that you get your double your tokens in the pre-sale compared to the normal sale, which will start at a later date. And then it scales up from there. So again, if you get a little bit more money, you're going to benefit a little bit more, up to a bonus percentage of about 13%. Now there's a lottery here, which I didn't do my research on, that's caught me out. Looks like there's an extra 30% share of a prize to reward our community we will be conducting a draw for a share of 200,000 seeds. These participants who backed us with a purchase of 10 ETH or higher will be eligible to win. So it's around about, in Australian dollars, about $4,000 to qualify for this particular lottery. The prize pool would be distributed amongst the first 10 randomly selected supporters of the ICO campaign. The lottery prize draw has a top prize of 200,000 seed. Here are the details, and then it's scaled. So top prize will be 60, bottom prize will be 5,000, with a total of 200,000. Makes it a little bit more interesting, a little bit of fun. I mean, it's never fun losing money or putting your money into something that doesn't manifest. So again, you've got to do your study in regards to this particular entity, and I'm always going to endorse that. Like I said, when I've got to take a little bit of responsibility in these videos, and I'm quite open about making sure that I say that to the people who are watching. What else have I got? I've got another little thing open here. There's also on the website found a one-pager. Now, it does remind me of Spectre in the sense that they also did this, so they've got a very similar website. But again, it gives you a little bit more of a run-through, what do you call it, a flow chart in regards to how the actual entertainment industry is set now. And there's a lot of politics involved. And as we know, I think you got to play their game if you're going to get to the top. And anyone that's been watching the news lately, it doesn't seem that great, really. And I think we need to bring the talent up from the bottom and bring it forward to the top. And the only way you do that is bypass the politics. And that's why that's what the main premise of decentralisation and blockchain has to be. The big boys are going to try to centralise it in whatever way they can, and even probably do it in their stealth format, but I think when you have a look at these particular type of platforms, there's no doubt that this is what's exciting about blockchain in itself. Not just the currencies, but the entertainment industry, music industry, any of those type of things where people can actually create and express themselves. Life's not all about money, and I think that's the big part of blockchain and the confusion with Bitcoin and things, is that a lot of people still see it as just a currency. It's just a monetary instrument, but it's not. Blockchain opens the doorway for independent free markets and takes out the middleman, whether that's in finances or like I said, with this, it's got to do with the creative arts, and I think that's an amazing thing. So again, you can find this little one page. I'm not going to sit here and break it up for you. You can go and click on the page and read it in your own time and get a bit of a feel for it. So that's all I wanted to do, is just share that with you, is LiveTree. You can get onto the website, scroll down, have a bit of a read, watch the videos, download the white paper. There's a pre-registration form here, and I think you've got to allocate 1 ETH as a minimum. So maybe have a little think about whether or not this is right for you. If not, like anything, opportunities come and go, and you can always keep your eye on it and see where it's going in 12 months time, and maybe then that'll be something of interest. But as you scroll down, there's lots of stuff. There's a roadmap, which is always good. People love roadmaps. I think it gives clarity to the direction. I haven't actually looked at this. Probably should have spent an extra 5 minutes just having a look, but there's the roadmap. You can have a little look, and like I said, I will do another video just on the seed, and maybe a little bit more on who's involved in this particular project, so people get a bit of a greater understanding of why and what and how. So that's it. I'm going to leave that with you. Let me know what you think in the comments. Is this a good one? What do people think about the decentralized concept? I think people need to talk about it a lot more with your friends, family. Talk about decentralizing the world, really, and that's what blockchain's all about. Greater opportunities for everyone, and allowing humanity to blossom is the big thing. So jump onto LiveTree. Let me know what you think in the comments on my YouTube and on Steem.com at Sebastian Jago. And thanks for watching, and I've got another video coming soon on Spectre and a couple of others. But have a good day, and thanks for watching.